It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. Just a Bit Outside radio show live on the air. Thanks for joining us on Facebook, on YouTube. Share that link, share that love. As always, you got Mark, you got Keisha. Keisha, can I get an amen?
Amen. For so many reasons today. So many reasons. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. It's Thursday night. I guess this is like our regular night now.
I guess so, yeah. It just kind of works out.
Watch next week we do it like Wednesday or Tuesday.
Hey, we do it whenever we damn well want to.
All right, because this is our shit and we do what we want. And since we do what we want, we're going to start the show off just a bit outside the realm of sports. Man, today's a great day, man. Birds are chirping, dogs are barking. Ain't that what Jeezy said? Birds is chirping, dogs are barking. And the chickens have come home to roost. Dog, I am never one to rejoice in the death of another person.
What?
You're going to see where I'm going with this, man. You're going to see where I'm going with this. I am never one. But today, I believe there was a I don't even know, sigh of relief, rejoicement for black people across the country. Carolyn Bryant Dunham. Yeah. Yo, do that clap a little bit closer so everybody can understand.
Because I gotta admit, when you
I got you, and I didn't tell you I was going to do this. I wanted the surprise.
Well, my mind immediately went to the other big news that came out today was Jerry Springer passed away.
No, we're gonna save Jerry for later.
I was just like, what? But I did read the other news, so yes.
So Carolyn, it's like all the demon white women are named Carolyn. Or was it Carol? Carol Baskin, that was the Tiger King woman, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, my aunt's name is Carolyn. I love you, auntie. But anyway, this is the white woman who accused a 14-year-old Emmett Till of what was it, like whistling. It was basically, that's what it was. That's how stupid this shit was. Whistling at her back in 1955. And because of this accusation, it led to the brutal death of this 14-year-old who was in Mississippi at the time. His body was completely mutilated. This is a part of Black history. If you don't know about it, I'm going to suggest that you use the Google, because I'm not going to go into all of the details right now, because this is a happy story. But yes, she died. What was this? What's today? Thursday. She died Tuesday, age 88.
Yeah.
Last year, I believe it was last year, the whole situation, I guess the quote unquote case, was reconsidered by the grand jury.
Yeah. Which
was about 70 years too fucking late for real. But, this death, the death of this lady, brings everything to a conclusion of a very painful spot in Black history, yo. And this kid was beaten and shot to death, and just for something that this white woman basically claimed. I wasn't there. I don't know if it's true or not. If he did, if he didn't, it doesn't even fucking matter, because that's not a freaking crime. But she admitted that she had lied, because she's lying ass. You know what I mean? Like, she admitted that she lied. So she is, I'm pretty sure, on that grand bus ride to hell to take her seat right next to Beelzebub.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Have you checked out that movie Till that came out last year?
All right. So I'm glad you asked me that. might be surprised at my response. And this is a conversation within itself. Anyway, this is like a whole nother topic for real that we could go on and on about. I have not seen the movie. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why I haven't seen the movie. I'm sick and tired of the movies. As a black person, I am sick and tired of having to, recant, relive, retell the stories of us being mutilated, being enslaved, all of those type of movies, man. I gotta be honest with you, man. Me as a black person, I just don't want to see that shit anymore. I know my black history. So as a person, as a black woman here in Baltimore, I just do not subscribe to any of those type of movies. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna tell you how far back this shit goes, and you're gonna be surprised.
Okay.
The last movie that I saw that even had anything remotely to do with slavery, anything like that, was Django.
Okay.
All right. I have not, I haven't seen 12 Years a Slave. I haven't seen, it's only so much that you can take for me personally.
That's totally understandable. Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, and we can talk about it. If anybody wants to comment about this on the feed, please do. But, I believe we as black people are so much more than plight, disadvantage. We have so many more stories that we could showcase and retell. I'm not interested in going back 400 years or whatever the hell, 50, 60 years to, basically, like I said, just to relive some shit that is just unjust. We got enough problems dealing with the racist crap today.
I mean? Yeah, there's so much unjust shit today. So, Yeah,
absolutely. And like I said, if anybody feels any differently, please, comment on the feed, man. Comment on the feed. We can talk about it. But that's why I'm about that. So now that we got that business out of the way, rest in pieces, and I hope they turn that hoe every which way but loose down there. El Boogie is cracking up right now. Like, you're really going. Yes, I am tonight. Hell yeah. Let's get back into the realm of sports, into brighter topics, more enjoyable topics, if you will.
Amazing topics.
Yeah, man, lots to talk about. Gosh, I almost feel like it's like Black History Month in April. Oh, this is just crazy. Brittany Griner. Yeah, I'm talking about all of the stuff that people hate, that some of the people hate today. I'm going in. Brittany, let's make some people mad today. Brittany Griner had a press conference today. I was fortunate enough to be home to watch that. She made an announcement that she will be returning for her 10th WNBA season this summer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really good news. We all knew that she's had quite a time over there, spending 10 months imprisoned in Russia, and has a hell of a story to tell, which I'm hearing a book is on the way.
I did hear that, yeah.
Yeah, and I can't wait to read it. And I think we talked about this earlier in the year, right? I was like, get the book out there now while it's fresh.
Yep.
Remember I said that shit?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, man. So, so she's not only is she doing the book, she's getting back on the basketball court. Like I said, I watched the press conference, man. Like, she looked well. She looked healthy. She looked happy. She was, cutting it up with some of the reporters. How some reporters, they try it with the athletes, but she was having a good time with everybody. There were 500 people there.
Okay.
500. I've never seen that many people at a press conference.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's our first come through of the night, man. And we talked about a lot. There was a lot of speculation when she first came home. How long was it going to take for her to get on the court? What it would take for her to get on the court? And she has been, how do you say, recovering, rehabilitating, not only physically but mentally. Shout out to all my therapists out there, and she's talked a little bit about that as well. And she feels that she's good to go for another season with the Phoenix Mercury. She said she's very happy to be reunited with the dinosaur. She called it the dinosaur, Diana Taurasi. And man, I mean, it's just a feel good story to see her overcome a serious, like an insane situation. I mean, it at this point right now, it just seems like it was so long ago, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I was extremely happy to see the press conference and to get that news, man. She actually said that she will never go overseas to play again.
I don't blame her.
I was about to say, took the words right out of my mouth. She spent time advocating for the league, advocating for more investors, more interest, because this is the reality for a lot of our WNBA players here. They had to sustain a certain way of living, families, responsibilities. They have to make this extra money by going overseas. And me personally, I would love to see more work put in to keep the players from doing that.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, this is our show. We can say what we want. I really don't care how you feel about Brittany Griner. I really don't care how you feel about her position in the United States of America and what her stance is on the anthem or any other that. I'm putting all that aside. She's a human being, exactly. First and foremost.
Yeah.
Human being, first and foremost. I'm not going to speculate on how much money she makes or how much privilege she has. She's a human being that had, 10 months is a long time to be in jail over there. And, like I said earlier, I'm just happy to see that she's quickly getting back on the right track.
The professor dropped in the chat that Brittany's wife just passed the bar exam too.
True, huh? I bet that whole situation gave her a little extra motivation, huh?
For sure.
Maybe she can get up with Kim Kardashian and they can start teaming up, And both of those ladies are bad. Can you imagine that legal team? Shit. I might go commit a crime right now. I'm kidding now, Boogie. I'm kidding.
I don't know about the meetings at the law office, but they got cake.
My man. Yo, man, I love you, yo. Oh man, let's keep it moving. Let's take it to the 410. It's some big news here today too. Man, talk about easy money, because we the easy money squad, right?
Oh yeah.
Somebody else got some easy money today too, and on draft day. I don't know if there's a connection with that or anything.
Oh, I am positive that was planned.
Really, you did? Okay, all right. Well, since you think that it was planned and everything, why don't you tell everybody who may not know? Because I mean, it literally just dropped a couple of hours ago. What's popping with the 410 and the Ravens?
Well, you kind of opened up the show talking about angry white people.
We're going to pick everybody off today. Let's do it.
So I'm sure there's a lot of Facebook groups. I haven't even looked on the groups yet to see how mad people are, but...
Wait a minute, hold up, dog. After the show, I think we should do this together and troll some people, man. It's like I said, it's like Black History Month in April. I swear to God. Let's go.
But, people have been up in their feelings about the whole Lamar situation, and Lamar got the bag, just like we've always been wanting. just like we've been
Mm-hmm.
saying. Now, like I said, I do think it was planned. I I think they planned on dropping this news on draft day,
Mm-hmm.
which you kind of hope like now that their first round pick isn't like some massive guy, because like then that's kind of get overshadowed by Lamar signing. Uh, but he's gonna be the reports are he's gonna be the highest paid quarterback, just edging out Jalen Hurts, who signed his deal last week.
Yeah, shout out to Jalen Hurts too, man. I mean, that brother deserves every penny as well.
Hell yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
what's crazy is like Lamar put up a tweet on Monday with like a SpongeBob gif and like a smiley face emoji, and then the very next day, I sent you a screenshot of this other tweet from this dude that like honestly he doesn't have very many followers at all, but he's
Yeah.
like I believe he's co-hosts a Ravens themed podcast, and saying that they're close to a deal with Arizona for D Hop, and that Lamar like signed the deal, and like the very next day the D Hop news like that's not official yet that I know of, but like more places were reporting that they were close on the deal, and then today, the Lamar news drops. So like that dude, he's tuned in. Props on him for getting that scoop, because everything that he said has turned out right.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Um, we a couple months ago, well, maybe like what was it, like a month and a half ago, or maybe a month ago when they had the owners meeting.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not even that long, I think.
Okay. Well, back then there was a lot of talk going on, a lot of strategic posts and whatnot, but we speculated about not having an agent. I mean, and I will be the first to admit when I'm wrong, or maybe that I took a wrong angle with this. But there was a lot of speculation about him needing a an agent that he that his mother, I guess, was kind of like running the show. A lot of people weren't too pleased with that, myself included. But I can literally say that I am happy that I was wrong on that. And it's something to be said about believing in yourself, and also believing in family. I mean, he completely kept everything in house.
Yeah.
And I don't care what anybody says, dude. At the beginning of this whole fiasco, because this was this is been over a year of drama with this contract crap. There's not one person out there that thought that Lamar and his mom would be able to accomplish what they did today.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, and even then, his like the involvement of his mom or the NFLPA and everyone else, it's just rumor and talk. We don't know exactly how involved they were. Like,
right.
Some people say it was just Lamar and EDC that were talking. Like, even then, his mom was just advising him and not necessarily in the room with him. So, at the end of the day, I don't care who got the deal done. The deal got done.
Right. Yeah, and as of right now, what we're talking about? We saying 5 years, $260 million.
Yeah.
189 guaranteed, I believe. It's like 189, maybe 184.
180. Yeah.
Highest paid quarterback, in the NFL. He did it, man. He did it. And regardless of what you think, he deserves it. He deserves it. Okay? And props to him for not taking whatever bone that they tried to throw him throughout this whole process. He stood firm. The phrase that I keep hearing with a lot of these athletes now, betting on yourself. And it may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen next year. But I think there will be a shift. Lamar Jackson might be the start of something different in regards to contracts and players and owners and this, that, and the third. There might even be a few agents out there like, damn.
Oh, yeah.
I hope this doesn't catch on because there goes my 10, 15%. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Ed Reed, famously did it without an agent.
Yeah.
I think the league in general likes dealing with agents, gives them access.
Of course they do.
So
of course they do.
I don't necessarily know if it'll be a trend, but yeah.
I mean, a contract this big though, some people might be like, yo, man, I will not suggest to everyone to do this. Okay, I'm not suggesting everyone. Some people need an agent. Some people need somebody to speak on their behalf. But hey, man, I ain't mad. Bet on yourself if that's what you want to do. I wholeheartedly support it, man. Because as you can see, we can get things done ourselves.
The resident Bengals fan in the chat, Jay Hunger, says,
"Oh Lord, what's up, Jay?
Happiest person about that deal is Joe Burr."
Oh man, hey, we coming for them this season, and so Burrow's looking for the bag too, right?
He's about to be, yeah.
Well, everybody should be shaking hands with Ding Dang Jalen Hurts because he kind of, I'm all about market value and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So, even though the Ravens went above and beyond with what Jalen Hurts got, but market value that shit rules the world.
Oh yeah, and I mean, and even I've talked about how Deshaun Watson's deal was a anomaly, but it kind of did set the market, and then Jalen Hurts just kind of put that exclamation point on the market.
Yep.
Maybe that's what motivated the Ravens to finally get this done. Maybe it was always going to be done and just being hammered out, and it's coincidence. But whatever it is, it happened. That's what matters most.
Oh yeah, man, and y'all might want to go ahead and put a little $10, a little $5 on the Ravens to win the Super Bowl, because we got OBJ, and what's the last thing that we've heard about D-Hop? Is the ball still rolling with that, or?
Last I saw was they were hammering out details about compensation. I wouldn't be surprised if the trade happens if it doesn't happen during the draft. If not,
I was thinking maybe after the draft for real.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking after the draft, but maybe they want to get, if there's draft picks involved, they want to get that out of the way right now. I don't know. But I mean, it's a long weekend. The NFL makes the draft like a long weekend now anyway, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm one of those people that legit hates this time of year for real, because everything is just like NFL draft all day, all night, and I don't get pumped for the NFL. After the Super Bowl, I don't get pumped again until preseason. So, I'm one of those people like, okay, I hope the Ravens address their issues and get some pieces that we could really use. And that's pretty much the extent to my hype for draft day.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that like to watch that all night long. I catch the highlights in the morning. I'm hearing that boy from Alabama, that quarterback there who won the Heisman, supposed to go first round to the Carolina Panthers. They could certainly use him. Because, God, what a fiasco that was last year. So good luck to them and Godspeed. Let's just talk a little bit about the draft. What do you think the Ravens are looking for this go-around? I mean, now, this year we can't scream and holler about wide receivers, can we?
That's for sure. Maybe Harry knows, he can drop it in the chat if so, but what's the status on Patrick Queen? Has he re-signed a deal, or is it just
No. I believe that they're still working on that too, which is another reason, there's still, things going on. I want DeAndre Hopkins to come here.
Yes.
But I am really side-eyeing. How are they going to do this? There's still people that need to get paid. And not just Queen. Is there stuff that needs to be done with Bateman?
No, I think he's still under that rookie deal for another season or two.
Okay, all right, cool. But yeah, I mean, you gotta lock down Patrick Queen. That's my dude.
Yeah, but the Ravens, they're the kind of organization that'll let that guy go if it's not the right amount of money.
Hey, historically speaking, historically speaking, yes. But the biggest piece, the one everybody was holding their breath for was Lamar, and second come through of the night to the Baltimore Ravens and to Lamar Jackson, and congratulations. Like I said, man, well deserved. Well deserved.
Harry dropped in the chat that the biggest need is probably the cornerbacks. Defensive secondary for sure.
Okay, agreed. So we'll see. I mean, what is it like? Is the first and second round tonight?
Just first.
Just the first round tonight. All right. Well, we're gonna see. We wake up in the morning and see what's going down. Man, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. I have been falling asleep so early these past couple of weeks, man.
Really?
Yeah. I have missed the Laker games. I've missed the Laker games, missed the Golden State games. But let's talk a little bit about basketball. Tonight, we have, is it Game 6?
I believe so.
Yeah, between the Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks. Everybody thought that it was going to be a gentleman's sweep, that they were going to close it out a couple nights ago. And they really should have, because, I mean, you really want to get that rest in. Which is another reason why I'm a little bit pissed at the Lakers right now, but whatever. Man, Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks, man, they came through in them final minutes of the game and said, hold on. We taking this back to the A. So here we are tonight at 8:30. Let's talk about these lines. Let me see here. Okay, Boston Celtics are 7-point favorites. Over under is 231. Okay, so it dropped down to 230. All righty, Mark, who you got tonight?
Man, I don't know. I want to say Boston. Didn't they have the best overall record on the East for the season?
Yes, I believe so.
I definitely expected them to win, a sweep. So, and Trae Young looked just phenomenal last game.
He did. He struggled the first two games, but the last two, man, he was burning it up, yo. He was burning it up. Not only that, John Collins was coming through and being productive. I mean, which I believe they really need him to do in order to be successful.
Yeah.
But I mean, are you going against the Celtics tonight, man? This is a tough one. I mean, even with the points, the 7 points, I feel like that. I don't know. Yeah. That is too much. I feel like it's too much. I said that last week.
Begrudgingly, I'll go with the Celtics, but either team's going to take toss a coin, flip a coin.
Everybody knows in the NBA, the hardest game in the postseason is the closeout game. All right, I mean, just look at the Memphis Grizzlies. Look at the Atlanta Hawks. It's the hardest. It's the hardest thing to do, and Boston is on the road. That crowd down there, man, down in the A, they're going to be eating their lemon pepper chicken wings and, getting it in. So, but I'm going to go ahead and say the Celtics are going to take it tonight. Now, as far as this 7 points go, I'm going to stay away from that. I'm not touching it. You got if you play tonight, the first easy money pick of the night, just take the Celtics on the money line. If you want to tease it up to about 3 points, then go ahead and do so. I think you're safe there. Also, as far as the over/under, all of these games have been high scoring except for the first game. All right. I really feel like what Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics are going to try to do is slow down the pace and step it up on defense.
Okay.
Because, Atlanta works really well in a fast-paced environment. Lots of transition. Trae Young speeding down the court, stopping and popping from the logo. That's what we like to do. So in order for Boston to get a chokehold on this game early, they're going to slow the pace down a little bit. This is what I think is going to happen. They're going to step it up on defense. I think it's going to be a very physical game, too. I believe that Boston is going to try to beat Atlanta down. Because the second that Atlanta goes on a run or you give them hope, you can catch yourself in a bad situation.
Oh, yeah.
And Boston winning tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, take Boston up to about 3 points. After that, I wouldn't touch it, or I would go with the Atlanta Hawks. So that's the first easy money pick of the night. What else should we talk about? You wanna talk about the Lakers and the Grizzlies?
Yeah.
I mean, what the heck happened out there? What the heck happened out there? Game 5, man.
I have no idea.
home court advantage. I mean, Ja just going off.
I didn't even watch the game. I remember looking at the score at halftime, and the Lakers had a good lead if I remember right. And I was like, okay, they got this. And then suddenly Grizz went up, and then I tuned in to catch the end. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah, they kind of fell apart at the end. God, just like the Milwaukee Bucks. We'll talk about that in a minute, dude. That was egregious as well. And when the next game for the Lakers and the Grizzlies is actually tomorrow. We got 2 slamming ass Game 6s tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
You got the Kings and the Warriors at 8 o'clock, which is really early for the West Coast. Wow. And the Grizzlies and the Lakers following at 10:30. Let's do some picks on those 2 matchups. Game 6, Kings Warriors. Golden State is up 3-2. Can De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis, keep this thing alive?
Go back to last week when we were talking about these games.
Yeah.
And I picked the Kings to win the series. I was not confident in that pick at all, but
don't tell me you about to switch up on me, yo.
Well, Golden State had a rough season, and they didn't look good at all against the Kings so far and up to that point.
Yeah.
I think they only won 11 road games all year. And it was like, in the playoffs, you can't do that. And so I went and picked wrong. But yeah, hell yeah, I'm switching it up. Golden State's going to take this thing.
Oh, okay. And you know what, yo? I can respect that. You know why?
Huh.
One of the intangibles in the postseason, experience.
Yes.
And I think, and when it comes to a team like Golden State, who, one, the unit has been together, and when I say the unit, you know what I mean, Clay, Steph, Draymond. They have been together for years. They have had postseasons for years together. They know what it takes to close out games in a postseason.
Yeah.
For some, like you said, for a team that has only 11 road wins in the regular season to come into Sacramento, where those games. I watched a couple of those games. It was loud as all get out there, yo. Those people were seriously turned up. Talk about a 6-man. A big shout out to the fans of Sacramento, man, because y'all be holding it down. But to go into Sacramento knowing that in the regular season y'all didn't know how to win on the road, and to take that game 5, man, I have to attribute all of that down to experience and for the vets, man.
Oh, for sure.
And the Kings are, we talked about it last week. They're a young team. And this game 6 is in Golden State. It's going to be a struggle. This is another possible closeout game. But I still got faith. I got faith in the Young Bucks. I got faith in what's the coach's name? Mike Brown.
Yeah.
Him and Steve Kerr know each other very well. I'm expecting them to come out and put up a serious fight, man. I'm going with the Kings tomorrow. I'm going with the Kings. All right. I don't believe there are any odds up yet. Good God! Yes, it is. All right. Yeah. Warriors are 7.5 point favorites over under 235. What is? And you know what, Mark? Remember last week we did this last week. Okay, it was last Thursday, and I believe the Warriors were like 6.5 point favorites, and both of us were like, "What the hell? We do not see it." But there is something going on, and but we went on with our guts and everything, and we said Sacramento Kings got their butts whipped. So now I'm looking at the spread, man. I still got confidence in my boys. I'm expecting them to push the pace and kind of see if they could tire out the old heads, see if they run out of gas, man. I think that might be your best bet against the Golden State Warriors. And just hope to hell that Steph doesn't catch fire.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, man. That's the main thing. Having Andrew Wiggins back has been good for them. He's been contributing on the offensive end. But, if you can contain Steph, you can pretty much keep that game within reach the entire game.
All right, so let me throw this out to you.
All right.
Tomorrow night, both Golden State and the Lakers are up 3-2 in their series.
Okay.
Let's say both teams win.
Okay.
I believe that means then they would face each other in round 2. You got experienced Golden State against old-ass Lakers.
Yeah, for real, that would definitely be the geriatric round of the postseason. For real. But I think it would be exciting. For the Grizzlies and the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers going to get it done tomorrow. They're going to take it home. I'm expecting everybody to load up the guns and close that thing out in L.A. They need to. Because, rest is a big thing. Rest is a very big thing. Just ask Philadelphia 76ers.
That game 4 that went into overtime, like LeBron, 20 years in, may have looked the best he ever has, which is crazy.
Yeah.
If they get that LeBron to play tomorrow night, man,
it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. And you talking about LeBron, I want to see, and you probably already know where I'm going with this. I want to see AD do the damn thing. Because to me, I feel like that's when they're most successful. When you run that offense through AD, and when AD's managing to not fall on the floor and hurt himself, roll around instead of that, when he is actually balling, man, that team they look fire. Everything's got to go through AD. That's the way that everything is. That the games have got to go moving forward. Night in, night out. I don't care what y'all say. It's got to go through AD. If it goes through AD, everything else will fall into place, man. Everything, and that would be easier on LeBron James too. Let it go through AD, and if at the end of the game things are a little tight, yo, you can turn up. We don't necessarily need you to do everything the entire game because you have tools. I mean, Austin Reeves has been fantastic. What's that other kid? Is it Gabriel? I think that's his name. He's been playing well. Let's just, let's let all the pieces come together, man, and then let LeBron come through in the clutch if need be.
I don't remember what the line was on that last game, but
it was Memphis minus 4.5.
Was it? Because Schroeder's play was like maybe he had some money on it and was trying to get that the points because I mean he was throwing the ball like out like 3 rows up in the stands when he was passing it. Like, can you please pass the ball right to your teammates?
Man, I was talking to a couple of my friends, right, and talking about the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers. I would actually put Dennis Schroeder on the bench and not start him at all.
Yeah, I mean his play hasn't been phenomenal. The playoffs.
I would be, this was my starting 5, and let me know if this works or if it's even fathomable. Okay, I like D'Angelo Russell.
Okay.
Austin Reeves.
Okay.
Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, and AD. That would be my starting 5, yo.
Pencil it in, put it down. That's who's starting tomorrow.
Yeah, yo. Yeah, and I would love to see that lineup and see what that does. I mean, and when it comes to coaches, you got to make changes, right? You gotta look and see what's working. You gotta look at matchups. You gotta look at your opposition, and you gotta make changes.
Yeah.
Which is why I think, moving on to another playoff series, somebody's going to get their ass fired within the next couple of days.
Uh-oh.
And who am I talking about? The Milwaukee Bucks coach, Bud Budenholzer?
Say that 3 times fast.
I know. God. And I'm pretty sure I spicied that thing up, but whatever. I think dude might not be with that organization too much longer, yo, because he did not make any changes in regards to the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler. Yo, I do not understand how one player consistently tortures your ass every game of the playoff series. Honestly, man, you were supposed to make a change to deal with that situation, and you didn't. How in the devil do they beat the Milwaukee Bucks without Tyler Hero, without Oladipo? I mean, Kyle Lowry was playing 10, 15 minutes a game? I mean, I don't see him keeping his job. Somebody might feel differently. Me personally, I do not see him keeping his job. Might be time for a change. I mean, what do you think? You think it's time for a change in leadership? You agree with me?
Something's going on in Milwaukee. I don't know.
You had all of the pieces, and then it was like, yo, you went and got Jay Crowder, and then I feel like I barely saw him.
I feel like Milwaukee's that's an amazing point. I didn't even think about Crowder, but
yes.
I feel like Milwaukee's like that Midwestern town. They like building history or whatever. So I think they're more inclined to go with him another season or two. If it declines more, then they'll address it. But I don't know, man. That might even be a tougher question than last week with Doc Rivers.
Yeah. I think it's time for him to go, man. I think it's time for him to go.
Wow.
For real. The Miami Heat, and if you go back in over the past couple of years, I'm gonna say we'll call it the Giannis era. Okay. There are two teams that have consistently been a thorn in the side of the Milwaukee Bucks: is Miami Heat and Chicago Bulls. And you would think by now you would have figured out how to handle, that situation. But clearly, it did not. I mean, it was extremely disappointing. I am not going to use the word failure. Somebody used the word failure to Giannis in the post game conference, and he went the hell off on the dude. I'm not going to say the word failure, but extremely disappointing. Extremely disappointing. I mean, that was a team that some were picking to go to, if not to the NBA championship, the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. Yeah. Milwaukee going out in the first round was, I think, the biggest shock. Probably in like the last 5 years of the NBA playoffs.
Yeah. But you know who's trending upwards in my book?
Uh-oh.
New York Knicks, man.
You opened last week's show, give me my flowers on my picks, which let me just say again, Suns. You picked the Knicks, and I gotta give you your flowers in that pick too, because I did not believe them at all.
Yo, the Knicks are in the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Knicks are going to be that team that you do not want to see. I mean, that Brunson dude, is just taking the team and they're just doing the damn thing. And not just, Brunson, but all of the role players have been coming through to complement Julius Randle. And they're just looking really good, yo. Now, we were talking about a Cleveland team. A lot of people were riding their wheels. I mean, with Donovan Mitchell in the squad. A lot of people were, and they were doing very well. They closed the season out pretty good. But, I do not think that they are going to be able to I put money on it, as a matter of fact. They are not going to be able to walk away from this series against the Knicks as a winner.
Who, Miami?
Huh?
Miami and the Knicks?
Cleveland.
Oh, that series wrapped up.
Oh, that shit's not. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So next we got Miami and the Knicks.
Yep. That series starts Sunday.
They're gonna beat them down. And that's gonna be another. The series between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. They were all low scoring games. It's gonna happen again. It's almost like, it's like we almost going back to the 90s for real. Knicks are gritty. They tough. They got Tibbs as the coach who is known for his defensive mind. That's going to be another gritty game, man. And, what is the status for Tyler Hero? Is he done? Or is that still kind of up in the air? I really haven't heard too much on his end. Or was he needing surgery or something like that?
I have no idea. That's something I haven't really seen.
We'll talk about that next week when the series starts up.
Yeah.
So we got a few minutes left here. In the few minutes that remain, I want to keep it here with the 410 and talk about those Orioles. Man, they looking serious. They are looking pretty damn good right now. And, the luck of the beginning of this season, right? They just won 3 straight series, which they haven't done in I don't even know how long.
Yeah.
All right, and then they started a new series tonight against guess who? The Detroit Tigers. Oh, happy day. That should be a clean freaking sweep, dog. That should be a clean sweep. Especially at a time where New York's looking a little shaky. They dropped a couple of games that I thought that they were going to win. The Orioles are looking better and better every day to me, man. They're looking better and better every day.
Not only did they win the last 3 series, they won like what? 11 of the last 12 or 9 of the last 10?
Yeah, what's that? They only lost like maybe one game during that stretch, yo.
Yeah.
The pitching is looking good, and when the pitching is not the greatest, the bats have been picking up the slack. And let me see what they're doing tonight for real. They should be up. The game started at I believe like 6:40. They are on the road. Oh Lord, here we go. Detroit Tigers is up 3-0. That's all right. It's top of the fifth. Oh, somebody just hit a home run. It's 2-3. Thank you, Jesus.
They were listening.
Jesus is my homeboy. I say it all the time. So, I'm looking for the Orioles to close that thing out, man. Detroit is horrible. It should be slight work from here on out for the Orioles. We are currently second in the AL East, right behind Tampa Bay, who is they are a well-oiled machine, yo. Now, check this stat out. You know about stats. A couple of days ago, now they played a game since then. But a couple of days ago, they had a streak going. All right, you want to know what the streak was? 12-game streak with at least one home run scored.
I did see that. Yeah.
That if you're a baseball fan, you know that is extremely hard to do. Extremely hard to do. So, as of right now, the Tampa Bay Rays, they're the ones with the bullseye on their backs, right? They're the ones everybody like, man, we got to figure out how to deal with this. But, as I said last week, and they're still doing it, man, they are still running up the scoreboard. You not only do you have to figure out how to keep these guys from hitting, the pitching has been fantastic too. Tonight they have McClanahan on the mound, who is from Baltimore. They're up there on the south side of Chicago playing the White Sox, and they are up 4-1. So, I really want the Orioles to get this win tonight, to keep pace with a team that is just scorching hot. I can't even express how impressed I am with the Tampa Bay Rays right now. Man, fucking sweet. But another come through to the Baltimore Orioles, man, for one hellified stretch over the past 2 weeks, man. It's been a lot of fun to be a Baltimore Oriole fan.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, man. You got any real long wrestling for us tonight?
God, there's a lot going on. Vince McMahon and WWE got another lawsuit going on.
Yeah, that's what I knew I saw something crazy. So what's this one about?
A former writer is suing them. I believe it's a Muslim woman.
Really?
Who?
Really?
Yeah, and I saw.
You said a Muslim woman? Is this thing racial?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh fuck. Okay.
I mean, which shocker.
Right.
They've done so much like racially tinged storylines, shall we say? I mean, God, 20 years ago, Vince McMahon did a backstage promo where he himself said the N-word. So are we surprised by this at all? No. Yeah. So she was I don't know. I read some of the brief on the lawsuit, and she felt like she was singled out as far as from people within the company. There was a storyline that she had pitched for this guy named Mansoor from Saudi Arabia, Um, and there was a couple other people involved, and whatever she had pitched, someone said, no, but instead of this motivation that she had said, they had said, how about instead he says he's responsible for 9/11, which is just like WTF.
Oh man.
So WTF to the WB for for that. I mean,
yikes. That's all.
another lawsuit. I mean, we haven't really talked about it on the show, but like a couple weeks ago, they announced the merger with the UFC. They're being bought by Endeavor, UFC's parent company.
Yes.
Can be made into this one big company. That sale process is still ongoing. So with this lawsuit and other stuff going on, you got to kind of wonder if the UFC is going to pull out.
Tell me, gosh, he's having a really horrible year, isn't he?
And not him. I mean, shit. If this sale gets through, he's going to get a couple billion in his pocket. But, I mean, I guess...
Billion? Is it going to be $1 billion sale?
$9 billion.
Are you serious?
And Vince McMahon's a majority shareholder in WWE, so, like, he would definitely pocket a lot of that. Plus, he'd be on the board of the new company. I think total stock in the new company, he'd like have like 27%, something like that. So yeah, Vince is in the money.
All the devils are the best businessmen, I'm telling you.
Right?
What's up with that?
But you know, speaking of WWE and Carolina's on the clock for the draft, WWE has their draft coming up this week. Starts tomorrow night on SmackDown, ends Monday night on Raw. Things are going to get shuffled around, and with Triple H at the helm of creative, I have a feeling a lot of fresh creative ideas are going to come out of this, and maybe they'll freshen up their products. So, you know, while the backstage stuff is interesting, the stuff that's on TV is what's important. So let's see what happens there.
Dig it.
Kind of hoping Carolina makes this damn pick so we can at least announce it before we go off the air.
Are they on the clock right now?
7 minutes to go.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can stretch this thing out. Another interesting thing that I saw today. 3 cheers for the college transfer portal. You know, we are. Yeah. Do you know what I'm about to say?
Colorado?
No, LSU.
Oh, what happened with LSU?
Big shout out to LSU and the Lady Tigers for receiving and accepting Louisville player Van Lith.
Oh, really?
Yes! Dude! I'm telling y'all right now, man. Here's a 3 leg for y'all to go ahead and just put $5 to $10 on. 1, Orioles to win the AL East. 2, Baltimore Ravens take the AFC. 3, LSU about to run that championship back.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is right there. 3 futures for you that will get you. I don't know what the odds are. I'll probably look it up myself after the show, but that'll get you a little piece of change if they come through.
See, when you mentioned the portal, I thought you were going to talk about Buffalo.
Colorado
Buffalo.
I didn't hear that one. What's popping with that?
So, well, we know primetime Neon Dion took over as coach for Colorado Buffaloes. And apparently he hasn't really been welcoming of the players that were already there. Which they only won 1 game last year. So, you know, maybe not the best caliber of players, but they're still the guys that were there. 51 of their players have entered the portal.
Really?
51. Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, what do you... Jeez. That's like damn near the whole team, man.
That's like first, second, and maybe even some third stringers. It's insane.
That is definitely insane.
So obviously he's going to be bringing in probably some transfers, probably some new guys himself. I wonder if
I seriously doubt that he'll have a problem getting people to come there.
I kind of wonder how many transfers from his old school. Like, I mean, I know that was like D2,
from Jackson
D3.
State.
Yeah, but they're guys that have played with him, and he knows their strong points.
55 players.
51.
51, excuse me, 51 players. What the hell? That's a WTF right there, dude. That is wild. So he got his work cut out for him, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So, not everyone's a fan of the NFL draft. My mom in the chat says she's not a fan because it pushes Wheel of Fortune off the air for her tonight.
Oh. Yeah, don't get to see that wheel spin. Is Vanna White still out there?
I was just wondering that myself.
Yeah, what's she looking like these days? You know, she's still out there. I hope she is, because I used to love Vanna White back in the day.
She got to be a cyborg by now. Part woman, part machine. Looks 24 years old. She's 87.
Oh, man. We got any other comments on the feed?
Oh, yeah. Harry did say, going back to NBA, I did want to mention this. Houston, they hired a new coach, Mr. Fernandez himself. Yeah.
Yeah. And hey, I mean, you know, he did his years. What was like a year bid or whatever, year time.
Yeah.
And we knew it wouldn't take him long to get another job. Honestly, I mean, regardless of what he did, regardless of how he treated my baby, I love you, Nia Long. Regardless of that, you know, fact remains that he is a fantastic coach. And big pickup for Houston, because that organization has not been performing well the past couple of seasons.
Yeah.
And for as long as I've known, they barely play any defense. So, you know, bringing Udoka there, that's going to be a different mindset. And, you know, I'm expecting more of a defensive team. I mean, you know, next year. And they have a few young players on their squad as well. And, you know, so they got the right guy for the job, man.
Just
right guy for the job.
Keep the ladies away from him in the office.
Oh, Christ. You know, I don't know, man. You know, it sounded like he liked white women. He might just be in the perfect place for real. You want to keep it 100? I'm just saying.
Okay, Mr. Goodell is stepping up to the podium.
Oh, yeah, the pick is in. What do they say? What we got here? I already know it's going to be this kid from Alabama.
Bryce Young from Alabama.
Yep, Bryce Young. Well, congratulations, Carolina Panthers. You have hit the jackpot. And from what I understand, they are saying that, off the stage and into the fire. He is going there. You know, I believe they have Andy Dalton right now, but Bryce is going to be starting game 1.
At this point, who hasn't had Andy Dalton?
I know. God, I feel bad for him. You know. Hey, Jay, what's up, Jay? I feel bad for him. But, yeah, man, I mean, Bryce is about to do the damn thing. I'm pretty sure everybody in Carolina is happy because, like I said, it's been a clusterfuck of a situation down there. Maybe this will bring some stability. Maybe this will bring a few more W's next season. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh my gosh! How could we forget? We did not talk about Mr. A-Hole, Mr. Darkness Retreat. Jets got the deal done.
Oh.
Aaron Rodgers. Man, AFC gonna be lit this season, man. This upcoming season is gonna be lit in the AFC. You know, that's huge. Another franchise, another organization that, has been in agony for a long time. I mean, I don't know, man. It almost feels like 2023 is the year for the bottom dwellers, the bottom feeders. Everything is kind of turning around, yo.
Did the Packers make it to the playoffs last year?
No.
Neither are the Jets. Aaron Rodgers don't mean shit to the Jets. Okay? They got to put them pieces on there, too. They're not going to do that. They're a bottom dweller for a reason.
So you don't see anything change?
I mean, they got to compete with Miami. So if they get in, it's going to be on a wild card.
Yes. The Patriots got a decent offensive coordinator now. You can never count them out. We talked about we just talked about Miami, and who's the other Bama in that division? Because if it ain't the Ravens, y'all are all Bamas. Was that Buffalo?
Buffalo, exactly.
Yeah, they're always going to be there. They're always going to be doing the damn thing, right?
Aaron Rodgers got to see Josh Allen twice a year. Nah.
Yo, yeah. I'm expecting a lot of fun out of that division of the AFC this season, man. It's going to be. I think it's going to be like deadlocked all season. It'll be like the AL East.
Yeah.
For baseball.
Yeah.
I'm expecting it, and then they all play each other 2 times. Dog. Yeah, that is going to be one to watch. That is definitely something that I'm going to circle and be looking forward to this upcoming football season.
By Thanksgiving, Aaron Rodgers is going to be announcing his retirement.
Oh, okay, that's a bold prediction, dog. I'm going to write that one down in the books. I like it, though. I like it. He'll be going back into the darkness. All right, man. Look, this game is about to start. El Boogie in here cooking crab cakes, so,
Oh, yeah.
I got to close this thing out in my own way, So you know how we end the show, y'all. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Baltimore spread love, yo. Keep clean. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. I'm Keisha. On the other end of the line is my favorite slice of pizza, Mark. Y'all enjoy the rest of your week. We are just a bit outside. Peace.